We're in for some great entertainment here, so I hope you're sitting comfortably.
Wow, good job I came. Plus, you get a great view from up here.
In this classic underdog confrontation, the favorites will surely win.
What a nice day. Perfect Blood Bowl weather, Bob.
Yes, Jim, ideal weather for a game of Blood Bowl. Though I'm not sure it will end nicely for all the players.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble.
Well, there's a rumour going round that the freelance ogre Morgan Thorg, ex-captain of the Chaos All-Stars, may be making a comeback.
Oh, just to think about his career stats make me go weak in the knees. 50 touchdowns by goblin throws, 50 running touchdowns, and incredibly, an amazing 617 dead or injured.
Yep, he's the only living player to have made it onto the Wall of Fame. Griff Oberwald said, and I quote, "Thank goodness that the humans are around to raise the level of the game." What do you think?
Well, that was true a few years back, but today him and his buddies are no longer at the top of the rankings.
Voila! Right on the schmozzle!
He'll have a bit of trouble blowing his nose from now on.
Wow! I can tell you straight, that hurts.
Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Ah, the mutants! With feet coming out of their backs, a fifth eye, and other bodily parts.
Oh, God.
Especially Margot Thumgrin.
Yeah, I remember him. His head so resembled a ball, he was decapitated by a black orc from the gouged eye. Yes, it was one of the rare occasions when a team ran in 2 touchdowns with a single play.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob.
I think he's singing him a lullaby.
We can congratulate the Junior Paravon Stink Team, who have won the Junior Dungeon Bowl for the 2nd year running.
Well done, Spawnlings. And it's interesting to know that the names of several of these youngsters are already on the lips of many of the major team coaches.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. Brushed off the pitch like a dead leaf.
Pretty soon it'll be a bit less of the leaf and a bit more of the dead, I think. Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. He checked that move.
Made him look stupid, you mean? Missed! The ball bounced everywhere!
I was told that you can find round balls. Much less fun.
Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming, then, that he had something between his ears to begin with. Today's insight comes from Jaime Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, now that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
The player has got the ball, and now he's the main target.
Delivery is within Stud's reach.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
It seems this player does all the talking with the fists.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
You remember Rodog Ironhead?
Leading player for the Chaos House Box.
That massive armored body and those razor-sharp metallic claws?
During a stormy game with the Valkyries, he proved to be an excellent lightning rod.
The players are ready.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, Splot. If he hit him any harder, he'd have punched him straight into the infirmary.
Don't worry, that's where he'll be waking up.
He sent him down for a chat with the Astrogranite.
The mutants! With feet coming out of their backs, a fifth eye, and other bodily parts.
Oh, God.
Especially Margot Thumgrin.
Yeah, I remember him. His head so resembled a ball, he was decapitated by a black orc from the gouged eye. Yes, it was one of the rare occasions when a team ran in 2 touchdowns with a single play. As soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
That's one regulation clobbering. There's no way he's going to score a touchdown laid out on the pitch like that. A mouthful of knuckle and then a mouthful of dirt.
Yeah, he went down face first. And today's question, which will allow one lucky viewer to win a year's subscription to Spike Magazine, is... which player won the 85, 87, 91, and 99 Blood Bowls with the Reichland Reavers? Was it Griff Oberwald, his wife, or his future son?
Easy peasy.
Especially as two of them never touched the ball.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. The bench seems to be in two minds about what to do about the player lying prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
You remember Rudog Ironhead?
Of course, leading player for the Chaos All-Stars.
That massive armored body and those razor-sharp metallic claws?
During a stormy game with the Valkyries, he proved to be an excellent lightning rod. Okay, it's halftime. No doubt the players will be grateful for a rest.
And the supporters glad for the opportunity to rebuild their stocks of missiles.
The ball goes skywards, and the match is on.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly.
A recent medical report stated that cerebral hemorrhages were less frequent in Blood Bowl players. Amazing when you come to think of it.
Not really, when you consider that brains are also less frequent.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it. Mighty Zug was swayed by police football, broadcast into the stands during his last match. He pulverized all the supporters.
Trust him, he likes a job well done. I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium. Do you think you'll be able to get up after that blow, Jim?
Oh, yes. He's not the sort to stay down.
That player's seeing stars now.
Funny for someone that wasn't really that bright. Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck.
Bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
What finesse, what style, what perfection.
What a hammer blow! Oh, brilliant sidekick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
That's one regulation clobbering.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Well, there's a rumour going round that the freelance ogre Morgan Thorg, ex-captain of the Chaos All-Stars, may be making a comeback.
Oh, just to think about his career stats make me go weak in the knees. 50 touchdowns by goblin throws. 50 running touchdowns and incredibly, an amazing 617 dead or injured.
Yep, he's the only living player to have made it onto the Wall of Fame. Ouch!
He hadn't even hit the ground and the spectators were already preparing a welcoming party.
Yeah, welcome to the infirmary. That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
This player is going to have a little nap.
And the wake-up will not be too early after this one.
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for several years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish containers.
It's the only way to end a downward spiral. Ouch! Oh, he's knocked them senseless.
You're assuming then that he had something between his ears to begin with. Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight. The mutants! With feet coming out of their backs, a fifth eye, and other bodily parts.
Oh, God.
Especially Margot Thumgrin.
Yeah, I remember him. His head so resembled a ball, he was decapitated by a black orc from the gouged eye. Yes, it was one of the rare occasions when a team ran in 2 touchdowns with a single play.
In a game as physical as this, the player is really in the right place.
Exactly. It's really ugly. Looks like there was some bad blood between those two, eh, Bob?
Yeah, Jim. Something to do with swapped body parts.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen. Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet too soon.
He should be up before next week's match.
A touchdown, and what about another? Going to the lead.
They can do it. They have what it takes.
Charge!
Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Oops, I'm sorry. That's an old reflex on hearing the starting whistle. The ball is in his hands. Oh, that was a bad miss. He could change the outcome of the whole match.
Let's not get too carried away. He made picking that ball up look easy.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the motley horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob. Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now.
What a great match, which ended with honors shared.
A boring draw, which at least had the advantage of putting both sets of fans to sleep.
Okay, they didn't fight on the terraces, but wait till they get outside. A far from satisfying result.
If I was on that pitch today, I can promise you that we wouldn't have seen a draw.
Well, there's no doubt that pre-match instructions were to give the priority to punching over passing. They really took the game to the opposition today.
Yeah, I don't think that the others managed to get out of their half all match. Blood Bowl just ain't what it used to be. Nobody doped to the eyeballs.
It's just not entertainment.
Did you see a referee out there today?
I don't know. I definitely didn't see any cards.